Good afternoon, friends, followers, channel members. It's Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. The weekend's almost upon us. So we're off for a nice flight here in the UK between Bristol and the lesser flown Belfast City Airport. Now officially, I think, called the George Best Airport or something like that. But yeah, I think we've only ever been to it once before, and the scenery there was really, really good. And it's freeware from flightsim.to if you want to go and check that out before we arrive. I've been there once before. The weather was appalling. Not quite sure what the weather's doing today. For some reason, my tablet for the EFB doesn't want to import my SimBrief flight plan, which is very, very strange considering that I do definitely have one, because it's working inside the aircraft, just not externally. So how strange is that? So welcome on board, everybody. Those of you watching on YouTube, hello to our channel members. Hey Dwyle, Danny, Brian, good to see you. Mark, lover of Greg's sausage rolls, love that. Dr. Magic, good to see you as well, mate. Good to see you indeed. And to those of you watching on Twitch as well, a good afternoon. Darubble, hello. This is the Pilot Plus at Bristol Airport that we've got just here. So operational flight plan pinned into the chat as normal. Let's get ourselves on board and get started. Julie, Charlie, Mike, good morning to you as well. I don't think we have got any ATC here. Nope, I think everyone's chilling out for Friday. No VATSIM ATC. Oh well, that's not too much of a problem. It just means that I'm going to get the ATIS, not the ATIS, but we're going to get the METAR then from over on the EFB. So yeah, EFB seems to be working absolutely fine in here. It's just not externally. No idea why, but never mind. Pushback in 23 minutes. Yeah, that's not going to happen, is it? So let me just grab this update. So we've got the latest one. So wind is currently 340 at 6. That's quite light for Bristol. Visibility is fine. So we've got scattered at 3,000 feet, broken 3,700. Temperature is 9. QNH is 1011. That's fine. Let's just see what's happening actually at Belfast. Wind 010 at 11. Visibility is good. Actually, it's not bad at all, that is it. In fact, we've seen much worse weather than that in the past. So yeah, we'll take that. Take that for the win. Matt P, happy Friday to you, sir. Good to see you. Right, so we've got that. Let's have a look at our operational flight plan. What weather are we going to be taking? What fuel are we going to be taking today? Probably not too much. Dr. Magic, you've got issues with logging into Navigraph at the moment. I have issues at the moment logging into Navigraph, getting the charts up here on the tablet. I'm wondering if it's since Navigraph have since updated things, because they've obviously done some big updates recently, haven't they? So it might be something to do with that. So there you go. Right, we've got payload about 14 tons. That's a decent amount of people going today. Call sign 363 Papa, and we've got cruise flight level 240. That's the initial cruise. We're actually going to get up to 30,000 feet today. A headwind of 34. Nice. And we're on Brecon 1 X-ray, and there's no standard instrument departure. In fact, I'm going to speak about the departure a little bit later on. Arrival a little bit later on, because we're going to vector ourselves in for this. The full procedure is rather archaic in fashion, so we can do something, as long as we're safe. We can do something a bit better about the arrival, rather than flying to the north of the airport to come back south to turn back and land north. It's a bit of a pain. So we have got a plug fuel of 5.3 tons. That's fine. If we just go down here, the alternate today is Liverpool. Let's go down, see what's happening with regards to the weather. So Bristol, that ceiling looks low. That's okay. Yeah, the weather's not actually this bad. But look at this. The weather at our destination is perfect. The weather at Liverpool, our alternate, is perfect as well. So yeah, even Manchester's looking all fine and good. So yeah, absolutely happy with that. So let's just check out the forecast for Belfast. We've got, what is the date today? It's the 24th, isn't it? Yeah, 010. So basically a northerly wind, and that's about it. No bad visibility or any rubbish like that planned. So in terms of getting in, shouldn't have any issues whatsoever, which means our fuel uploading is probably not going to be too much off plug as well. So we'll tell the ground crew to take, we'll take 5.5 tons. Yeah, 5.5 tons I think is going to be fine. Oh, alright, 5.6. We're going to take 5.6 tons, which is overall about half a ton extra than the one we need, so that's fine. Let's just do the initial flow. So aircraft in the turnaround state, nav logo lights, etc. there on, acupressures in the green, flaps, speed brakes, and the parking brake, of course. Yeah, all that's on, yada yada yada, all well and good. 1011 is fine. We've got VHF 2, yeah, on the guard. Switching panel, thrust levers, engine master, mode selector, all of that is fine. Up to the FCU, pop the constraints on 1011. Initial climb out here at Bristol is 6,000. Get that set. Coming to message, so we've got the preliminary load sheet already. Well, in that case, I think we can probably start getting people on board. Let's get that APU fired up. Get the doors open, keep some fresh air blowing into the cabin. So, come on, GSX, time to do your thing. So, tell cabin crew, let's get them doors open and start boarding. Right, let's set up the box then. Flaps open, that's fine. Let's start the APU now then. We've got IRS, 3.5 greens, aircraft status, right engines, right air cycle, all is good. Init request. Ahiham, good afternoon, mate. So, flight number, easy. It's 363 Papa, isn't it? There we go. Cost index of 4 as per usual. What's the temperature? It's 9 degrees. Tropos 37935. Get that in. Get the winds. See how early we can get out of here. I don't think we're going to be on time. I had a little issue loading Flight Simulator actually, which is strange because I've been mucking about with it all morning. I tried to load it and it kept... Has anyone had that little pop-up window come through where it says your graphics card ran into a problem or overheated or something daft like that? It clearly hasn't. It's absolutely fine. But yeah, it's just an annoying bug, I think. Right, wind's been downloaded. What we're doing today, flight level 300. So... pop that in, and we're going to be on runway 27 departure, Brecon 1 X-ray, and then the arrival at the other end, we're going to be the ILS runway 04. There's no stars available. No, now the VIA D218 November. Is that? I'll tell you what, that might be. Let's have a look. I wonder if that's coming in from... is that coming in from here or is that coming in down? It might be coming in down here. So let's always find out. If unsure... So if we select that, what's it going to give us? Yeah, that's fine. So this is the arrival. This is the arrival that we've got. Takes us to McGee, which is fine if we're actually landing this way, but we're not. We're landing. We're going to be flying north. So what we'll do is we'll just go Limca. We'll vector ourselves in then for this approach in. So it'll be straightforward. So yeah, let's pop that in. Scroll through. And we're just going to tidy that flight plan up then a little bit. So, yeah, there's the discontinuity. Look, what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to get rid of McGee. Just clear the scratch pad. There we go. I'll get rid of McGee and clear that discontinuity. There we go. That's better. Flight plan looks much tidier now. There we are. Right, that's done. That gives us a distance of 278 miles. What have I got on the flight plan? I've got 292 miles, so a little bit less. less is more. So that's fine. GSX, you're waiting for me to open the doors. Don't you normally open the doors to GSX? You're being lazy today. Right, there we go. Doors are open. Come on, start boarding. Where is everybody? Anyway, I'm sure they'll be on shortly. Right, onto the RadNav page then. Here at Bristol there is an NDB, the Bristol NDB. We'll pop that in, and our departure takes us to the Brecon VOR, so we'll hard tune that as well. It's already auto-tuned, but we've got that in. That's the RadNav page, all sorted. And then in its B page, because we should have, as far as I'm aware, I think we've got the preliminary load sheet all ready to go. Danny's the real flight just landed. Yes, yeah, it took off what? Well, probably about an hour and a bit ago, didn't it? Hey DC, good to see you. James, Easyjet, have they changed the cost index, or used to think it was 8? So yeah, sort of pre-COVID we had 8, which was common, 6, which was common. After COVID, 4 is now pretty much the norm, I believe. What am I doing? Load sheet. Here we go. Right, so that's zero fuel weight of 57.9. The CFG for zero fuel weight is 30.5. The alternate is 1.6 tons of fuel. That makes sense. Sounds like a lot, but it's back over the Irish Sea to Liverpool, the alternate. So fuel planning. Let's see what that says. Francisco, thank you for subscribing, and Joby on Twitch as well. Welcome, mate. Good to see you. Dr. Gonzo, is there any logic behind the call sign numbers and letters, or is it just random? Well, it's set by the flight planners at the time and things like that. So it's yeah, I think the only logic I can come up with is it depends on whether they've had a really bad day as to whether they give you a real tongue twister of a call sign. Any call signs that have got letters like Quebec in them, or uniform. 79 Zulu Quebec or something like that. Don't want that. Hey Thomas, hope you're well. Right, the Mac takeoff weight is 29.1. So takeoff weight for departure is 63.3, below max landing weight. So good stuff. Let's go and do our takeoff performance calculations then. So departure, is it wet or dry? Oh, here they all are. Oh, it is still dry, just looks a little bit grey over there, doesn't it? So we'll hold off and hope it doesn't. We'll go with dry performance figures and hope it doesn't rain. So flaps 1, no need to force toga, anti-ask off, packs off, takeoff weight 63.3, our CFG is 29.1, and it's full length at Bristol. I think it's not the world's longest runway, is it? Yeah, we'll not go by Bravo, we'll go full length. See what happens. Danny, Transavia 737-800 landed at Eindhoven earlier with a bomb threat. It's still not at the gate, even after over 3 hours. The rest are still diverting, and no flights departing. Oh, well, I hope everyone's okay, Danny. I've not heard that. See how that plays out. Right, what we got? So V1 is 128, then 140, 140. and the flex was 60, wasn't it? Yeah. George Chadwick, how long until takeoff? Well, when we're all when we're all done, mate. All done and ready. Flaps 160. All right, let me get SimSmart up for the engine out procedure and check that thrust reduction value. 1603, 1603, 1603. It's got 1601 in the box. I'm happy to leave that. We have got the engine out procedure here, non-standard, and 2,500 feet, a left turn back to the Bristol NDB. It's quite surprising here that it's non-standard, because there's not really any terrain around around Bristol, is it? In fact, there's hardly anything, so that's surprising. Anyway, ours is not a reason why. Alright, so let's get this put in. So secondary flight plan, copy the active. So I'll just do this the quick way. So Echo, Golf, Golf, Delta. Our track will be 267. And it's a left turn to Bristol, so that's at 2,500 feet. We'll pop that 15 miles out. Then place bearing distance 01. We'll force that left turn by turning south. And then back to the Bristol NDB, where we shall enter the hold, and we've got what? 090 left turns. Right, that's done, and then of course if we have lost an engine we'll probably be coming back to Bristol. And that'll be coming back in on runway 27. No start, but we can go via the Bristol NDB. Set that up. Right, let's check what that looks like. There you go, straight out, left turn, enter the hold at Bristol. There's the teardrop approach. Back in. Tobias Goldberg, somebody asked me that yesterday. Basically, it's all to do really with terrain avoidance. Before you can accelerate away for a non-standard engine out, before you can accelerate away, you need to have completed a turn to get you away from terrain. Right, that's done. That's all done. I think we're all set. Engine out procedures done. Lovely. Alright, final check with no air traffic control. I don't think we have. Nope, nada. Alright, so we'll let the passengers crack on. Christian, why are we flying UK and not New Zealand? Basically, Christian, I didn't have time to do a decent flight in New Zealand. That's the real reason today, unfortunately. So let's do our briefing for today's flight. So the weather here in Bristol looks fine. Winds 340 at 6, so a little light wind departing, coming from the right as we roll. The weather en route is all pretty good as well today. Nothing really to report on that. For those of you that's got the operational flight plan, you'll have seen that there's really nothing mentioned at all, to be honest. So it should be a nice smooth flight for the passengers. Cabin crew will be happy as well. They won't be spilling drinks all over the place. The weather as we come in to Belfast, again, just Just nice weather all round. A little bit of wind, but it's not even a major crosswind or anything daft like that. So nothing really to concern us with the winds today. It should be quite a nice, safe, smooth flight. Aircraft type A320, nothing busted, so everything appears to be working with the exception of the weather radar as per usual. Aircraft performance, nothing to note there. The NOTAMs, nothing with regards to NOTAMs for today's departure or arrival. Threats to be aware of: we've got a nice short taxi, so lots to do in that little taxi time. It's not a big airport, this place. We've got no ATC to control any other aircraft around, so let's just keep an ear out on Unicom, see what is happening with regards to any other threats like terrain or such. Just mentioned that a little bit ago. There's not really any terrain around us, as you can see. Actually, MSA is 3,000 feet as we're departing, so yeah, nothing to crash into. The only other thing to mention is it is Bristol. It's sat on the top of the hill, so just occasionally you might get a random gust of wind come and just upset us as we depart, but nothing that we shouldn't be able to deal with. But just have that in the back of the mind that it is possible. So we're looking at departing runway 27, and it's the Brecon 1 X-ray. We're going to do a full length departure. We're stand 3, so pushing back. We're going to face east on Zulu, and then we're going to take full length. We'll taxi to we'll taxi, hold short at Alpha. We'll hold short at Alpha X-ray. The noise abatement 2, it's going to be a single, it's not going to be a single engine taxi, not long enough, so the full length departure. And then we're on the Brecon 1 X-ray, which is noise abatement 2, initial climbs, flight level 6, not flight level, it's altitude at 6,000 feet. First turn is to the right, but no turns below 1,130. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably hand fly that until we get above 1,130, then I'll get autopilot on, and it can take care of the turn. First turn is to the right, transition altitude 6,000 feet. And that is pretty much it for the standard brief, and away we go off to the Brecon VOR. Emergency brief, standard Airbus emergency brief, and the engine out procedure is, as we've seen, it is non-standard, so we're straight out on runway heading, climbing, and then not until we've passed 2,500 feet do we make that left turn, and then we can accelerate and clean up. As we head back towards the Bristol NDB, we'll get ourselves nice and safe 4,000 feet in the hold if we need to, and then decide to come back. We are taking off below the maximum landing weight, so that's not going to be an issue for us today. All right, I think that's everyone on board, and we're all done. And we're going to be taking 5.6 tons of fuel with us today.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our Easyjet service. Please place your large bags into the overhead locker, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure a prompt departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Thank you.
Right, we can see the fuel loading's complete. Let's tidy things up. Fuel pumps, external power, that can be disconnected. APU bleeds on now as the doors get closed. Get the packs on as well. Seatbelt signs on as well. Final check down here, then we'll do the checklists.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of myself, the first officer, and the cabin crew, may I welcome you on board this Easyjet aircraft for your flight today. The ground crew and the fueling crew have all finished, and we're just about finished with all our cockpit preparation up here. The cabin crew are making their final checks as they work through the cabin, so if you could please get yourselves sat down comfortably with your seatbelts securely fastened and give them their full attention as they begin their safety briefing. A big welcome on board today to our Easyjet Sim Pilot members, who of course are welcome to free complimentary drinks throughout the flight. Once we reach our cruising altitude, our cabin service will commence and the cabin crew will be able to provide you with drinks, snacks and merchandise throughout the duration of the flight. Once again, I'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with Easyjet today. We'll have an update for you when we are airborne.
I think that's quite nice to see the low sun just starting to shine through as we're ready to go. So aircraft acceptance has been completed. Fuel quantity is 5,600 kilograms. Balance. Seatbelt signs are on. It is. We've got the 3 nav greens, and the barrel ref QNH is 1011 set and set and cross checked. Right. So I will just tell the ground crew they can start getting into position.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Quick check behind us.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Bristol traffic easy 363 Papa, stand 3, pushing back facing east on Zulu.
Bristol traffic easy 364 Papa, pushing back stand 29, taking south Bristol traffic. Hey Gavin.
So that's stand 29, yeah, that's miles away, that's not going to affect us.
Locking gear.
Final load sheets come through, let's just check those figures. Takeoff weight is 63.5. So that's actually gone up. Right, I just need to do the takeoff performance calculation again based on that. So 63.5, and what's our final CFG? Let's check that out. 29.
Release parking brakes.
29.1. Okay, that hasn't changed, but the takeoff weight has.
Release parking brakes.
So before start checklist, the parking brakes are currently set. Takeoff data is confirmed. We need to
Release parking brakes.
just redo that in a second, but the windows are closed. EFP and phone is on flight mode. Doors are closed and armed beacon light is on. Okay, parking brakes released.
Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
And we will do in a moment. Let me just rerun that calculation. 63.5 tons. Calculate. 128, 140, 140, 60. 128, 140, 140, 60. No change. Engine mode selected, then to ignition. Nose wheel steering is disconnected and starting engine 1. Right, away we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft. A safety card is in your seat pocket showing the exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets and brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace, brace.
Looks rather busy over there, doesn't it?
There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle, and 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor lighting will guide you to an exit. Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, leave all cabin baggage on
Set
board.
parking brakes.
Parking
Your
brake set.
seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown.
Unlocking
It
gear.
must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the
Engine
air
one
supply
available.
fails, masks will
Starting
drop
engine
from
2.
above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth. Hold in place with the strap. Pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take the life jacket from under your seat. Put it over
Hey
your
Top
head.
Pilot on Twitch, yeah,
Pass
we're
the
on
tapes
VATSIM.
around your waist. Click together and pull the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate by pulling.
Lewis, hey
Tow truck
mate.
disconnected.
If it fails to
bypass
inflate or
pin.
needs topping up,
I haven't had any
blow
salt
into
for
the
Christmas
tube.
today, no.
There's a light
Left is
and
clear.
whistle
Save
Right
that
is
pleasure
clear.
till later.
We also carry flotation aids for children.
Right, left clear, right
Your
clear.
tray table must now be stowed, armrest down, window blinds open, and
Speedblade, can you donate
We
$500
wish you
a day
a pleasant
if you so
flight
wish?
with EasyJet.
For that amount, you get VIP treatment, which isn't something EasyJet usually offer. Right, engine 2, just waiting for that to stabilise. There we go, engine 2 is happy. So, engine mode select to normal. Those clouds look good today. APU bleed off, anti-ice not required. APU master is off. So, on the spoiler, speed brake, and we're going flaps 1. Just set the trim. And the after start checklist. So anti-ice is not required. Ecom status is checked. Pitch trim is 29.1 set, and the rudder is neutral. Cool. We've got a short taxi, so I'm going to go do the flight checks now. So full left and full right, neutral, full up, and full down. Neutral rudder, full right, and full left. Neutral. Bristol traffic easy, 636 Papa on Zulu, taxiing, holding short at Alpha X-ray for runway 27.
Bristol traffic, Easy 364 Papa is taxiing to runway 27 via the West Apron onto Zulu, and then arriving Alpha X-ray.
Alright, let's go.
Bristol traffic, Speedbird 230, push it back from stand 1, Bristol.
Okay, stand 1's behind us, so that's of no concern. Right, so quick PEDS check. A couple of LMCs not affected the performance. Our takeoff weight now is slightly heavier than we initially briefed. However,
Bristol
that's
traffic, Easy 364 Papa.
that's fine.
Holding,
we're still within
behind you.
within the limits, and we reran the calculations anyway. They were fine, so that's good. So takeoff performance is for full length runway 27 dry figures.
Bristol traffic,
Flex
Easy 603
departure
Alpha,
and
push back
flaps 1.
stand 5.
Engine out procedures non-standard, so straight out once we get to 2,500 feet, it's a left-hand turn back round to the Bristol NDB, get ourselves nice and safe in the hold, 4,000 feet. Takeoff weight is at the moment equal to around a maximum landing weight. Once we've burnt that off with the fuel, though, we'll be fine to come back into Bristol without having to worry about that. The departure is the Bracken 1 X-ray, first turns to the right after passing 1,130 feet. No speed restrictions, so we can clean up on schedule, and the initial climb out is 6,000 feet. So I'll brake check, and we'll do the taxi checklist. Flight controls have been checked. Flap settings config 1 FMAs, climbing up blue 152 6000 blue. The radar predictive windshield is on. ECAM memo takeoff no blue, and the EFB is stowed. Disconnected as well.
If you could take your seat for takeoff.
Right, approach path looks clear, so let's get ourselves airborne, shall we? Bristol traffic easy, 636 Papa is lining up runway 27 via Alpha X-ray. Okay, lights are on, TCAS and the packs.
Bristol traffic, Speedbird 230, taxi into holding point runway 27, Bristol.
bit of an incline getting up to runway 27 off this taxiway, so needs a bit of a helping hand. Right, just got a little
Gavin,
bit
are
of a
you okay? Your stream's gone.
Yeah, I think that might be a Streamlabs issue. Seems like we're all still fine here. Hopefully you can still see us on the airfield. Hopefully we'll be back in a second.
I've got it back.
Thank you. Right, Easy 636 Papa is departing runway 27, Brecon 1 X-ray. Alright, so start the timer. 50% M1.
Izzy 364 Papa is lining up behind the departing Easyjet A320 by Bravo X-ray.
50% set. Stable. Man flex. SRS runway. A little bit of left rudder as that wind's coming in from the right. Tracked up the hill. V1, that was a bump. And rotate.
Bristol traffic, Easy 603 Alpha, taxi in to Holden Place, Alpha X-ray, runway 27.
Nav.
Positive reform, gear up.
Right, no turns below 1130, we're well above that now, so I'm just going to lower the nose. Then we've got thrust climb. Autopilot 1 engage, start getting the packs back on. Need some anti-ice in a moment. Hey J Hulk, good to see you.
CP364 Papa is taking off runway 27 with traffic.
Yeah, not quite sure why Streamlabs was having
Bristol traffic,
issues there.
Lining up
It's annoying.
Runway 27 Bristol.
It can go for months and months and be absolutely fine, and then suddenly something will just go wrong. Nothing I can do about that. Let's get the ice on. So we've got no ATC. Let's get ourselves out. Let's go flight level 200. So open climb, 200 blue, S speed, and flap 0, spoilers disarmed.
CP364 Papa Evan.
Korea, go right. Yeah, it's alright mate, I know where we're going. Won't be long before the land beneath us is awash with nice green foliage and not the brown dead stuff. Shadow Dancer Streamlabs probably didn't understand which parts of OBS they were trying to rip off. We're definitely flying at the best time of day again in the sim, aren't we? Right, ding the cabin crew, they can start doing what they need to do.
Bristol traffic, speedbird 230, departing runway 27 Bristol.
Right, so the acceleration flow, which is still new, it wasn't, it's still newish by design, so we've got spoilers, flaps, gear, check the line. lights. Yeah, lights are fine, but we can get those off now, don't need them.
Bristol traffic EG424 Alpha, taxiing to holding point 27 Alpha X.
Bristol traffic Easy603 Alpha, lining up runway 27.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened
Bristol
whenever you are
traffic
seated.
Easy406, Airbus 321 Neo inbound Bristol UR for the
Remember,
LS27.
smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes.
Yes, I reckon the sky will be looking a little orange tint by the time we get down there. Lewis, you want to really get the game, but we'll have no idea how to play it. Lewis, you've been watching these streams now for how long? 10,000 feet. Let's get airports on there, and we'll just zero the cost index. Right, progress page, flight level 300. Yeah, that's not going to be an issue. That's quite low by A320 standards. So let's get up. Open climb 300. Blue, up we go. Radnav page, we'll clear out the NDB and the hard-tuned VOR. That's done. Secondary flight plan, copy the active. That's done as well. There we go. Right, I think it's safe enough to get those off. And get the seatbelt signs off as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has now turned off the seatbelt sign and you are now free to move around the cabin. We do recommend, however, when in your seat, that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times in case of unexpected turbulence.
Bristol traffic Easy603 Alpha, taking off
Please contact a member of the cabin crew if you require assistance. Thank you.
Jack Attacks 28, yes, we are indeed on VATSIM. Speedblade, I've got the Premium Deluxe edition. Jayhawk, I don't think Dark Fury is flying with him. I've not heard his dulcet tones over the radio, so I'm guessing not. Pedro, if you check out the channel's About page on YouTube, you'll get the full PC setup available on there. Eham, do you guys also get any FB message saying flight level 390 it says the altitude's too high? Depends on your takeoff weight, Eham. It'll sometimes tell you that you've popped in an altitude that's above the recommended maximum, and that's definitely no good. Those clouds look great, don't they? Enjoying that view. Really nice.
Bristol traffic Easy603 Alpha, airborne 59.
So our flight route today takes us up over Wales, then out, I think it takes us up to Liverpool. And then from there, we turn northeast over the North Sea. Yeah, there we go. So there's our flight route. Just turn over the Brecon, north over Wales, get up to Merseyside, and then over the Isle of Man as well, actually. And then from Bagbu, we're going to sort of cut across, come round here, and come in this way rather than going up all the way north. No real reason to do that. ATC would vector you in real life, but they might not be on. Nice looking cloud layers there as well. Speedblade, absolutely, we're on autopilot, can fly it better than I can. See you later, Dark. Wish, Jayhog, say hello to Dark from us all. Or even northwest. Yeah, sorry, Dwell. I've got Newcastle Greg's sausage rolls on my mind. That's why I said northeast. Lewis, yeah, all the tutorials are still there. Not removed those. Eastbird's the only digital flight experience you had prior to Microsoft Flight Simulator was basically GTA 5 and the raccoon suit in Super Mario. Speedblade, every time you go on autopilot, the plane flies very low. You have to tell the autopilot what flight level you want to be at, obviously. Now, I made myself a nice cup of tea before this stream, and I've gone and left it in the kitchen. I'm going to have to go and grab it, I think. Just watch on TCAS what we've got down there. He is... oh, he's about 8,000 feet above us. Over there somewhere. Can the passengers see him? Oh yeah, there he is. Tell you one thing I've not checked. I don't know if any of you guys know the answer to this. So obviously 2 engine jets, you get 2 contrails. 4 engine jets, 4 contrails. That's in the real world. Does Microsoft Flight Simulator do the same thing? Do you get 4 contrails? Do you get one of those really big, thick contrails from so like jumbo jets and things, the 747s? That would be interesting to see. Lewis, where's that plane off to? I have got absolutely no idea. Right, that's it. I'm going to nip and grab my cup of tea.
In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase a selection of hot beverages, together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated, and if we could be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Oh, back. Got me cup of tea. I was dead lucky there. My wife nearly nicked it. Actually, no, she never would. She doesn't like sweeteners. Hey, Reese Lewis on Twitch. The AI ATC is a little bit rubbish, puts you at unrealistic flight levels. Yeah, you will have to make the jump to VATSIM soon. In terms of the correct terminology, watch people who've been doing it for a while on live streams. Go and get yourself just sat at an airport on VATSIM. You don't have to communicate or say anything, just get used to that. And you will pick it up, promise. Those clouds are looking awesome. Sometimes they just look so picturesque, and I've often found that live weather looks better than any of the weather that you can create sort of just using the weather tab.
ED230, I've just got a traffic alert from you. Is there any chance you could slow down just a bit, and then once I get to my cruising to 40, I'll speed up and come a bit more forward.
TCAS there, what we got is 3,000 feet above us. We're going to be levelling off in 800 feet anyway, so there he is. All them chemtrails. Big mess of the sky. Right, we're at Mach Alt Star. Alt Cruise. Throw TCAS to below, and we'll put the cost index back up to 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck once again, just to let you know that we've reached our cruising altitude for today, and we are not anticipating any major delays or bad weather ahead, so we should be arriving start to make their way around the aircraft, so please make sure that the aisles are clear of any items you may have, and I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight. A reminder that our Easyjet SIM pilot members are able to take advantage of free drinks throughout the duration of the flight. Thank you, and we shall have an update for you shortly.
EHAM, why am I changing the cost index? It's just SOPs. Vision on Twitch, what does setting TCAS to below do? It just means it's now scanning a wider beam below you than above you, because obviously the next move we make, we're going to be heading down. We're not going to be climbing any further. Right, so let's have a look at the flight plan in terms of how we're going to just tidy this up. So, when we get to Charlie Fox 04, so the centre fix, let's just have a look what speed we want to be doing around there. It's got 183 in there. Yeah, that's not bad, to be honest. I'm going to slow this down. So as we get to here, we want to be looking around doing 180 knots. So, just to give the guidance computer as much information as it can, so we'll throw that in there. That's done. RadNav page. Don't know if there's any. There's the Belfast City NDB. We can see there, Hotel Bravo. Let's pop that in. 420. That's it. Is there a VOR on field? Probably not. No, didn't think so. All right, that's fine. So that's RadNav done. Progress page, Echo Golf Alpha Charlie, and it's what is it? Runway 04, isn't it? We'll pop in all the information from the weather report. Well, that's Manchester's. So we've got 01013, so a slight crosswind from the left, not much. Temperature is plus 10. QNH 1016. Transition altitude 6,000 feet. And let's just check then. We've got the METAR there, we can see weather's fine, Cat 1 conditions, which is good because that's all it is. Runway visual range is above 1,000 meters, so we're legal to start the approach, and it's going to be a decision altitude of 213. Now, how long's the runway? Are we going to go flaps 2 or flaps 3? Flaps 3 or flaps 4, rather. Oh, actually, it's not long runway at all. Okay, well, that's mine made up. Flaps 4. There we are. Right, page is filled out. Cleans 219, VLS 130, and VAT 135. Fuel prediction, 3.3 tons landing with, plenty to have another go if for some reason things go wrong and we have to go around and have a second attempt. Copy the active box is done. Let me grab the charts just to get some information because I don't know this airport that well, to be honest with you. So the transition altitude, just confirming that, 6,000 feet. The platform altitude as we're coming down is nice and low, 2,000 feet. MSA is what, 3,800 feet. ILS is India Hotel Bravo Delta, and course is 038.
CZ364 Papa comes to my level 280 to be clear.
Elevation is 13. Mr. Approach is straight out 3,000 feet or to 8 miles, ILSTB, whichever is first, and then a right turn back to the Belfast NDB to hold. Alright, well let's get the briefing done, then I can enjoy my cup of tea. So, weather as we're coming in, slight wind coming in from the left as we land. It was the left, wasn't it? 01013, yeah, so slight wind coming in from the left as we land, but the visibility is good. A few clouds, not really going to be concerning. It's Cat 1 conditions, should have no problems getting in. No star for the arrival today, so what we're going to do is sort of self-vector ourselves in as we've passed Limca. We're then just going to go direct to the centre fix over here, and then we'll capture the ILS and get down. To configure, I want to be flaps 1 as we get to the centre fix, and then we're going to go flaps 2 down with the glide. Platform altitude 2,000 feet. MSA is 3,800 feet. So as we do make that first turn and we go towards the centre fix, we're going to get ourselves to 2,800 feet. That's going to be the lowest we can realistically get to. So that's that'll be okay as we go through that. The approach type is normal ILS 3 degrees. And how wide is the runway? What have we got? We've got any pappies? Yeah, 3 degree pappies, 45 meters wide, so that's all normal, all standard stuff. We're going to be using auto brake medium as well. It's a nice short runway, so let's make sure we're not going to we're not going to be making the smoothest touchdown in the world. If it's, 300 FPM, that's of no consequence. It's safe, and it means we're going to stop, which is far safer than rolling off the end of the runway trying to get a butter landing. So yeah, that's all well and good. Once we've landed, now this is going to be interesting. Will we get off at Alpha 1? Maybe not, which means backtracking. So can we backtrack and turn around on the runway, or do we need to use the turning circle? Might just have a look and see if it says anything. Pilots anticipate wind shear on approach to runway 22 and departure from 04. Surface wind is between those, which it's not today, so that's okay. Nothing there about backtracking. So anything else in any of the other charts? Nothing. Well, it's a 45-meter wide runway, so we can turn around on the runway. That's okay. But then again, it's not the longest runway in the world, so we might end up near the turning pad anyway. I say this because I know there's a couple of people flying alongside us today, coming up to Belfast. So you need to space out your arrivals, because it's not a case of touching down and then vacating. It's a case of touching down, turning around, coming back, and then vacating. So you want a good 10-mile separation, I'm reckoning, for that. Missed approach then. Just confirm that again. Straight out, 10 miles ILS, steering 3,000 feet, whichever's first, and then back round to enter the hold at Belfast City NDB. Right, didn't do the wanting brief, but the weather we've spoken about anyway, that's fine. Aircraft hasn't broke, nothing's terrible there. Aircraft still isn't, yeah, so we haven't messed anything up with the aircraft. Everything's still fully functional, with the exception of the weather radar, but we know about that. No NOTAMs. Threats to be aware of, a little bit of unfamiliarity, uncontrolled airspace, we've got no ATC, and there's a bit of terrain just there to the west of the airport, but nothing major. Failing that, I think that's the lot done. And if you keep looking out there, you might just see Liverpool. Look out there, you'll see the Irish Sea. There we go, there's Merseyside beneath us. Get ourselves sat over here. Christian, we can manage Alpha 1 with a hard landing and max manual brakes. So I'll tell you what, if we slam it in, we'll see what we can do. Hey, Hoverboard on Twitch, good afternoon. Right, yeah, where's it gone? I was wondering if we could see Liverpool. Oh look, there we go. I can see Anfield and Goodison Park down there. Two famous Liverpool football stadiums, one perhaps slightly more famous than the other. Hey Brazil, good to see you. If you're enjoying the flight and the stream, guys, please do me a huge favour and hit that like button. Really do appreciate that. Helps new people to find the channel as well. So a big thank you to everyone who's gone and pressed the like button already for us. Welcome to our new subscribers as well. I can see we've had a few during this stream, so thank you guys. And Brazil, you're watching from the Amazonian rainforest in Brazil. I don't think... Oh, we've been to Brazil a couple of times in the stream, but only the very popular areas. Sao Paulo, that kind of place. This is where we go ship spotting. I have to be very careful of my pronunciation of that. Ship spotting. There we go. There's 3 down there. Although that one looks less like a ship and more like some discarded corrugated iron. It doesn't look very ship-shaped. Hey Danny, London. Yeah, so this is... we're going to show off the freeway scenery when we get there, but it is really, really good. One of the best ones around. Oh, there's loads of ships in the North Sea, isn't there? What about the other side? They're all coming out of Liverpool docks. So realistic. Love it. Right, top of descent. Where's that? Can't be far away. It's not a long flight, this one. Oh, in about 5 or 6 minutes. Mark is watching from Belfast. Oh, excellent, Mark. Hope the weather's good. Glad you're enjoying the streams.
In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase from our selection of fresh food available today. All details can be found in your in-flight brochure. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated, and if we can be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Oh, Sean, sorry, did I say the Irish Sea? Seriously, it's Friday, and I'm shattered by this time at the end of the week. North Sea, Irish Sea, Pacific, it's all the same. It all links up together at some point, doesn't it? Mark, you've got blue skies and hardly any wind, which isn't like Belfast. That is exactly what we want. Lucas, yeah, this is lifetime. Yeah. It's great. The sun is staying up for longer and longer every day. Christian says it's all water that's wet and cold. Well, some water's quite warm, isn't it? You know, you go around the Indian Ocean and it is lovely. Right, I think we're flying over the Isle of Man today as well. So have we got the Isle of Man in front of us? Do we fly over the Isle of Man? I actually can't tell. Lucas, in Norway is pitch black. Is it? Oh yeah, we're flying over Isle of Man. It's about 40 miles away. Top of descent's not far off either. So what's everybody got planned for the weekend? Anything fun? Do you know what? I'm going to go direct to Massop. I don't think there's any reason to sneak that little dog leg. So, direct Massop. Yes, please. Just do a quick fuel check. It's a short flight, but make sure we're okay. Mass up, we should have about 3.5 tons of fuel when we get there. What we got? We got 3.7, so that's looking fine. Christian, you're thinking of flying to the Isle of Man sometime to watch the Isle of Man TT race? Oh, that I can't watch stuff like that. I just think so many tragedies. It is absolutely, Christian, the most dangerous race for a reason. It's always in the news, not in a good way. Right, there's the Isle of Man. If you sat on the left side of the aircraft, you're going to get a nice view of Isle of Man Airport. I think we've been there once before in the sim as well. We don't go there that often, and that's got some decent freeware scenery associated with it. So probably need to go there a few more times as well. Tell you what, I think Mark was right about the weather in Ireland. It looks like the clouds are thinning out. It looks cloudier over Merseyside than it does here. It looks beautiful, this. Hey Mark, yeah, I muted myself while I was drinking my cup of tea. I was just looking at that aircraft that flew over thinking, you know, it's amazing that there's actually somebody sat there flying that aircraft somewhere in the world. It may just be photons on a screen to us, but those photons are technically being controlled by somebody else. Anyway, that's our top of descent, so we're going to start heading down now. Thrust idle descent, 150 blue.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck once again, you will be delighted to hear that we will shortly be starting our descent into our destination, at which point the cabin crew will start preparing for our arrival. If you could please make sure that all the aisles are clear and the cabin crew are able to make their way around the aircraft without any luggage in the aisles, that would be most appreciated. A reminder for our EasyJet pilot members that free drinks are still available from the cabin crew until the seatbelt signs are turned on. Please note, however, that the toilets will shortly go out of use. Thank you.
I thought the sun actually might be a little bit lower in the sky by the time we got there. Looks like it's still going to be quite a nice daytime landing, isn't it? Aircraft wants more drag. Well, let's just increase the speed and get down, get back on profile. Let me just check out the VDEV. VDEV's fine, it's only 400 feet. Make that up, no problem. If we get underneath the profile a little bit, that's okay as well. Just means we can slow down a little bit easier. Hover? No. Ronald, thank you for the follow on Twitch. I love how everybody gambles with the EasyJet points but never actually uses them to get themselves a nice bacon sandwich or a beer. Mark, still can't buy yourself a martini. A little bit more air traffic controls come on, but nothing for Belfast, so we'll be on our own. That's okay. Right, well, that was it. That was the Isle of Man. That's come and gone now. Right, let's just help out with that little bit of situational awareness, see if we can get a nice CDA in the continuous descent approach. So if I pop in Echo Golf Alpha Charlie, we're landing runway 04, and if I pop in a, let's call it 9 mile radius, that's where we want to be, about 3,000 feet. So just have a quick look at that. Yeah, that'll work. That'd be quite nice. Minimums of 2,800, weren't they, on the descent? So that'll work perfectly. If that looks like it's going to be too steep an approach, we'll have slowed down anyway, so we can just tease ourselves around a little bit and self-vector ourselves in. Otherwise, that looks like an awful ILS capture. It's over 90 degrees, which isn't great.
Ladies and gentlemen, take full advantage of your tax-free allowances today and make some amazing savings with our boutique range. In your in-flight brochure, you'll find details of our award-winning selection of gifts, most with massive discounts, some of which are exclusive to you as an EasyJet customer. Make the most of your opportunity to shop and save from the comfort of your seat. If you'd like to see any products, have any questions, or would like to make great savings, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Right, what time are we on? It's 16:50 Zulu time. That's fine, that means I'll have plenty of time to land and then go go and grab the kids. Don't know what I'm going to do when all the girls are in school. They're just not out for long enough. We've got till September, then life's going to be very, very different. A little bit of bright sunshine in my eyes. Hey Big T, good to see you. Right, let's continue that descent. So we're getting down to flight level 7070 blue. Profile's good. Edmo 333, hello. How you doing? There really doesn't appear to be too many clouds, do we? I think, yeah, Mark was right. This isn't like normal weather at Belfast. Right, seatbelt signs on. Right, so local QNH set 1016, 3000 blue, we're still in descent mode, that's fine. Start winding the speed back in a moment. Edmo, can I do a turnaround? No, sadly not, don't have time for that, I'm afraid. Was it yesterday we had a really long flight to Gibraltar and it all went wrong at the end? Stupid computer. Right, thrust idle, open descent, 3000 blue, selector speed 250 knots. Activate the approach phase. Start slowing down, look. India Hotel Bravo Delta is identified.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck you may have noticed that we've just begun our final descent into our destination. If you could now assist the cabin crew by tidying up your tray table and handing them any litter as they come around, that would be most appreciated. For safety reasons, we ask now that you please turn off all electronic devices or switch them to airplane mode until after we have landed. Please note that the aircraft toilets are now out of use. If you wish to become a Easyjet Sim Pilot channel member, please contact a member of your cabin crew who will be happy to assist you. Thank you, and we hope you have enjoyed your flight.
Right, so I've just managed the speed again. We're going to get down to green dot. Spoilers doing their bit. Just a little bit high on the profile. We're okay at the minute. Just keep those spoilers in for a little bit once we reach green dot, just to start that descent going. Belfast traffic, Easy 363 Papa, currently 10 miles southeast of the Belfast City Airport, coming in for the approach ILS runway 04. Hey Brian Crawley, good afternoon.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy.
Belfast traffic, Easy 364 Papa is 13 miles from the Belfast DME. Is descending to flight level 2800, sorry.
So if I need to, what we can do is we can just sort of spin around left for a moment and come back around. That gives us a little bit more distance. So we're going to go heading mode now. Just bring around a little bit. And we just want to get the centre line extended.
364 Papa is leaving the Charlie Foxtrot 04 Belfast waypoint at a heading of 271.
Just bring that around a tad more. And Belfast City traffic, Easy 363 Papa is now downwind runway 04, 12 miles out. So I'll make that right hand turn in a moment. Here comes the glide slope, so let's spin around.
15 minutes to landing if you prepare the cabin, thank you.
Engage the localizer. And lock start.
Belfast traffic, Easy 364 Papa is flying a heading of 230, Bristol station 2 traffic.
And flaps 1, speeds checked, flaps 1. Reducing speed 180. Approach mode
Ladies and
activated.
gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrest down, and window blind open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened, ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, or magazines that you do not want to take with you. The toilets are no longer in service.
See if we can get a nice CDA, shall we? We're kind of coming up on 3,000 feet. We can actually continue that down. We can get down to 2,800, can't we? So we'll do that. 2,800 blue. Glide slope's coming to meters. I hope that wind drops off. It's about a 25 knot crosswind at the minute. Detachment result on Twitch. So self-loading cargo is the app that I use for the announcements, etc.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for landing.
Belfast City traffic, Easy 363 Papa is established runway 04, speed 180 knots and 10 miles out. Glide slope, Storms,
Belfast traffic,
3000.
Easy 364 Papa is flying heading of 040 to capture the location for runway 04, Belfast City traffic.
Belfast City traffic, acknowledge the traffic. Contact 22 taken off
2,500.
Flaps 2, speeds checked. Flaps 2. So yeah, we'll be interested once we land. We need to get to the end. Well, no, we don't need to go to the end, but we need to turn around. We probably need to backtrack once we've landed. So
Belfast traffic, contact 22 cleared 04. Speaking left right, Belfast.
So we can see that aircraft just departed in front of us. And Easy 363 Papa, Belfast City traffic, 7 mile final, runway 04. And we'll maintain high speed as long as possible for separation, as we will need to probably backtrack once landed. Okay, 6 miles, gears down, spoilers.
Easy 364 Papa, speed 160 knots for separation.
I would be very tempted to go to VAP speed now if I was behind me. And flaps 3.
And Easy 364 Papa, speed now 170.
Flaps full, landing checklist. So cabin is secured, go around altitude 3,000 feet. You can remember landing no blue. Got a replay geared up as well for this, so we'll check this out. 1,000 feet. Autopilot disconnected, I have control. Hey, 747 Dan, good to see you.
Easy 364 Papa on a 6.7 mile final for runway 04.
500.
Stable.
Belfast City traffic, Easy 603 Alpha, flying heading 300 to intercept liner. With you.
It's a bit windy. I can feel the aircraft getting buffeted by it.
100 above.
3 whites, 1 red, picture's okay.
Minimum.
Continue.
$100.
Light slope.
Belfast City traffic, contact
40, 30,
terrain.
20, retard.
to the north of City Airport.
10, 5.
And we're down, reverse green, spoilers deployed, there's our exit, decel, 70 knots, reverses off, manual braking, and we need to get ourselves turned around, but we have to do this slowly, you can't do this quickly. Get ourselves over the edge of the runway, and now spin it around.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew will shortly be leaving their seats to perform safety-related duties. However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls or internet access may now be used. Please make sure that you take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat and in the overhead lockers. Do take care when opening the lockers in case anything falls out. Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your Easyjet journey. For the latest news, promotions, flight and destination information, check out our official Facebook page, Twitter or Easyjet.
So we did say we're not going to get a nice smooth landing today. We needed to plant it down and stop. Short runway, so you know, if you're landing at 400 FPM, that's nothing. Anything above 600, then you need to start to worry a little bit. And Belfast City traffic runway 04 is vacated.
City traffic, Easy 603 Alpha, fully established, and 04 for 13 miles final.
Right, let's just work out where we're going. Has GSX got anything for us? Let's have a quick look. We'll go to well, gate 5 will do.
Belfast City traffic, Speedbird, 20 miles to the southwest of the field, inbound runway 04, Bristol City, Belfast City.
There's an aircraft hovering.
Belfast City traffic, Easy 364 Papa is backtracking runway 04.
Oh, I think he's going to do very well to get out with an aircraft backtracking and one on final.
Belfast City traffic, Easy 603 Alpha, 9.5 miles final, speed is 160.
Easy 364 Papa, this might be a completely stupid idea, or should I hold on the backtracking area
No.
to take off the land and then backtrack behind it?
No, get off the runway.
Right, Gavin's told me to get off, I'm getting off.
Right, hold up there.
Yeah, you should have plenty of time, I've got 8 miles.
I kind of want to see what's happening on the runway. Should we go and have a look? And then I've got a replay to check out. Let's,
Oh, I
let's
thought
see.
it was way less, right. Backtracking, Easy 364 Papa 04.
Where is everyone? That's the closest I've ever come to being an air traffic controller. Yeah, so aircraft down there, lining up and waiting, that's fine, that's permitted. Whilst he backtracks. I've left all my engines running, beacon light on, because I'm going to throw the a replay on a minute. That's not permitted. What the hell are you doing, you crazy truck driver?
Easy 364 Papa vacated Alpha 1 Belfast City traffic, taxiing to gate.
Belfast City, Easy 603 Alpha, we have 5 miles final, runway 04.
And that should be plenty of time. Right, off you
Belfast
go.
City traffic, Easy 303, rolling runway 04.
Yeah, and he's going to have plenty of time to land. Anyway, whilst we've been doing this, at least you get to see some decent scenery for the airport. Freeware, remember? You can tell that I may have got some scenery that somebody else hasn't, because that's not a very centre-lined takeoff.
For Belfast City.
But yes, welcome to George Best Belfast City traffic. Anyway, now that the excitement is over, let me come off VATSIM. Big shout out and thanks to everyone who flew alongside us today. So, disconnect that. We shall get rid of self-loading cargo passengers. They're fine as well. Let me stop the replay and then just have a look at how that looked from a passenger perspective, shall we? There we go. Oh, quite an exciting, better and more exciting end to the stream than yesterday, where it just went blank. George, don't worry about it. You're off, and it's fine. No one died. Yeah, but the runway's got to be clear. Only one aircraft to be rolling at any one time on a runway. Kevin Booth says that's the busiest Belfast city has ever been. That's the thing as well, obviously don't confuse it. There's 2 airports in Belfast. This one is not that busy at all. Mark, lover of Greg's. Have a great weekend, Mark. Don't eat too many sausage rolls. Top pilot, this is Freeware. Yeah, Freeware Airport. Go and grab it now, flightsim.to. I'm going to enjoy that. And Flying Photo, thank you for the follow. Roger off, thank you for following as well, and Doom 1 to go. Good to see you. Look, the church just there. That's alright, isn't it? Was the landing really that bad? No. A 461. I don't believe it. I don't think it was that harsh. I've done much worse landings than that. The great thing about it is the landing rate monitor is so unpredictable that if we go now and sit at the other side of the aircraft, it'll probably be even harder. Nabil Gaming's mate, thank you so much for your channel membership. Welcome to the First Officer Club. Make sure you get yourself in the members lounge as well if you're on our Discord server. Really appreciate your support there, Nabil. Love the cranes there from the docks. That's quite nice, quite neat. Oh, there you go. That's more like it. See, 61. What can you believe? 61. David Butler says, great stream. Not often I can watch without interruptions from start to finish. Oh, David, really glad you enjoyed that then. Fantastic stuff. Right, guys, that is that is me done for the weekend. Huge shout out to everyone who has supported us during the stream today and to our new channel members as well. As always, a massive thank you to our Easyjet Sim Pilot channel members for helping me with the channel and supporting us as always. Thank you so much for that. I am going to leave you then with a final replay when we just stop all of the alarms. There we go. Cancel those. So big shout out to all of you. I hope whatever you've got planned this weekend, it's something good, and I look forward to seeing you all on the next stream. Be in touch and stay in the loop on our Discord server if you're in there. If not, make sure you click the link, get yourself on there, and I'll see you all on the next flight. Thank you so much, everybody. I shall speak to you all soon. Have a great weekend. Bye bye, everyone.
500. 100. 50, 40,
Too low.
30,
Terrain.
20. Retard. 10,